now it's time, a fresh voice for England, who could have played for both Nigeria and Canada as well. Sport Today on Focus in Africa. Later, and you can read what Bukayo Tomori has had to say at bbc.com/African football right now.
Now, in the sprawling slum of Kibera, a box of secrets is helping Kenyan schoolgirls raise issues they're too shy to speak about openly. The talking box, as it's commonly referred to, is helping to keep the girls in school, as they can now open up about rampant sexual abuse, poverty, bullying, lack of sanitary pads and other issues, and all this, anonymously. Ashley Lyme reports.
On the first floor of a two-story school building, tucked away in one corner of Kibera, a classroom is filled with girls, most of them aged between 12 and 14. In the front of the classroom sits a small locked metallic box on folded up pieces of paper. The girls write about any issues or worries affecting them and slip them inside. It's known as the talking box, a safe deposit for their secret concerns. We were given access to some of the notes anonymously written by the girls and had them read out by actors.
I'm in a very bad condition. I have a big problem. I always go to visit my grandmother so that I could have peace of mind. But she likes to travel a lot and I live with my mother often. There are very naughty, stubborn and bad boys near our area. They keep disturbing me. What can I do to avoid this? I have a very serious problem in my family. When my father goes down to the bar to drink alcohol, he comes back very angry and threatens to kill me, my mother and my sister. He even wields a knife at us.
Most of us here live in very small houses with our parents. There's hardly space to study. At times, no food at home or basic stuff like pads and canteens. My other worry is whether I will go to high school or not. What if I don't get a scholarship? What will happen to me in my dreams?
Jane Anyango is the founder of Polycom Development, which came up with the talking box in 50 primary schools in Kibera. She told us why she started the project that is now funded by the United Nations Population Fund.
When I started working with girls way back, when I started bringing girls together, I noticed that girls with serious issues never used to talk. So mostly girls who would speak were girls who didn't have weighty issues in their hearts. And that is why I thought of coming up with a way of listening to these girls. The talking box allows kids to share without fear or intimidation, especially when they're doing it through the anonymous notes. We've had a lot of problems in this country. We've had children burning schools. I believe that if we can have talking boxes in several places, then people will be able to know what the children think. So it's just about getting these kids to let out, for us to learn how to come up with proper programs that can change their lives.
After girls slip their letters into the box, mentors like Leah Adhiambo hold workshops with them to address the issues raised.
This is called a safe space because we are here all the time. But what would happen maybe if you are walking into a space where all men are there, you are alone, maybe in the dark, or you are just alone there as a girl. So that means it is not a safe space for you, it is a safe space. Are we together? Yes. You cannot go in a man's house when a man is there alone, and you are also alone. You don't know what can happen. And we are encouraging you, don't allow to be touched carelessly. Once somebody is touching you in a bad way, like in your private part or whatever in your body, please start speaking out.
A 2010 report by Amnesty International indicates that violence against women is endemic in slums, with inadequate access to sanitation and public security significantly heightening girls' vulnerability. 13-year-old Jackie, not her real name, lives and attends school in Kibera. She explained what life is like for girls in the slum.
Girls face problems like harassment. You know, a slum is made up of corridors, so when you pass them, there are some boys you find there, so you are sexually harassed, which makes you feel bad. Maybe you put it in your heart, you cannot concentrate on any other thing. Every time you sit down, you just think about it.
The talking box has become a platform for girls like Jackie to speak out without fear of stigma.
Sometimes we don't normally just ask questions, but also give our opinions. So not everyone just allows you to give your opinion, but as for us, we give our opinions, what we feel should be changed, and what we feel is right, and also they help us by catering for our needs, like the sanitary pads. There are some parents who cannot afford them.
This box is opening up the conversation around safety in Kenya's informal settlements. But in Kibera, where only 1 in 4 children attend school, much more needs to be done to give children a voice.
And that was Ashley Line with that report.
Now let's talk about Haiti, an underreported crisis ongoing. The country has been paralysed by fuel shortages and basically anti-government protests. And they are really severe. We were hearing a few weeks ago about how the government is basically absent, gangs are roaming, streets empty and very dangerous as well. Now the standstill is having an extraordinary effect on basic supplies like food, drugs, the impact on hospitals. The turmoil has been going on for months with protests against the president and against allegations of presidential corruption. To get an idea about how this is affecting daily life, we spoke to Mark Peterson. Now he's based in the US. He's a lawyer who works with a charity from the US and Spain, bringing education, good water, medical and dental services to rural areas outside Port-au-Prince. His organisation is Friends of Haiti.
Daily life is really ground to a halt. There's many obstacles, including burning tires in the street, but there's a very large deficiency of petroleum products, which is making transportation an issue, but transportation issues are also caused by the fact that there's really no police presence.